You've come to learn rhythmic breathing, which implies that we do not know how to breathe in rhythm. Obviously. The mere implication of not knowing how to be breathing in rhythm is to be in rhythm, right? There are two things which come into the human system. If you have had a surgery, you will know that the body does not accept a foreign object. If it accepts it, that means it's part of it and it will take it. But if it rejects it, that means it's not a part of that particular body system. It will not take anything foreign. All the time, foreign objects come into the system. 3 come into the system, but 2 are known to mankind. The current planet Earth, mankind. The 3rd one is unknown. Out of all the organs in your body which together and something else make up the human being, right? All of this are there. They are there. With the border called the skin, the framework which is the skeletal one, making it one integrated unit. But they are all there. The 2 objects, 2 things rather, come into the system all the time. Keep coming in and keep going out. What are those 2? Adam? Air is one. Thought. The second one is thoughts. But let me elaborate, expand a little bit on this particular point. Air from the atmosphere coming into our lungs, we call it our breath. It becomes my breath. The strange part, sir, however, is that the same logic humans do not apply to the other thing. Do they? Air coming in from the atmosphere becomes my breath and goes out. Fine? And we know कि ये तो मेरा नहीं है. Somehow, but for that fleeting moment, we make it our own. But the other thing, we never ever even imagine that it's coming in from the outside and going back into the ether. Do we even imagine that? All humans think, not just think, it's not a thinking thing because humans don't think, humans simply react. Don't mind me making a statement like that. Humans don't think. Humans react. Just the way that breath goes in and breath goes out is not a conscious process. It is automatic a process. Works on an instinctive level. The central command being somewhere else. It is here, but somebody else operates it. But coming back to what I was saying about this air going in, it becomes breath. Again, it goes out. But where the thoughts are concerned, we all strongly believe कि ये मेरे विचार ऐसा ही है ना. And इसी की ये चीज़ बनती है बुनियाद for the creation, which is not a real creation, but a belief in the system. It's not a belief created by the human being. I believe in this or that. It's not like that. It is an automatic process. It leads to the creation of a false entity called the yes.
The I.
Called the I, the ego, right? It is called the Bhishma in the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is not a story set out in the physical world where we have 2 families warring against each other. ये मेरा दुश्मन है. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is inside, and there is no other enemy except myself. The self with the small s. In all the time trying to make its presence felt, stamping itself on time and space all the time. मैंने कहा 3 चीजें आती है अंदर. तीसरी चीज के बारे में humans don't have much of an idea. However, the container of that thing is air. Shastra calls it prana. It is a vital energy. Russians call it bioplasma. The Americans call it plasma, bioenergy. Various names. But you don't know the essence of that. As much as we do not know the essence of thoughts, and the essence of breath. There was this amazing guy called Patanjali who lived about 5,000 odd years ago. More than that, I suppose. Sorry, less than that, a little less than that. And about 4,000 years ago, don't know the exact date, who is credited with being the originator of yoga. Yoga means to join. The English word would be to yoke. Yoke, but to whom and to what? Nobody understands that. The system, yoga, Aadhar, purpose of human life. We don't even ask ourselves, why am I there? Purpose of yoga is to yoke this to him, as simple as that. And him is not a concept. For us now it's a concept. Let me elaborate a little bit on this part. We are is a fact. We are, we exist. You are. This is a fact. Created thing, creation implies a creator, obviously. All of us will not buy a single thing from the market without verifying the origin of that particular product or the service that we're going to buy, and are so very much, we talk so much. If you want to buy a car, you will talk for 1 year. You will scan the net, you will talk to 1,000 people, you will know reviews पढ़ लेंगे, इतना बड़बड़ करते रहेंगे एक गाड़ी खरीदने के लिए. जब आप अपनी बात करते हो, हर पल हर इंसान अपने आप को बेचता है. Does that make sense? हर पल we keep selling ourselves. We do not bother to verify the credentials of the one who is trying to sell himself. On what basis are you selling yourself? Who is your creator? Who is the manufacturer? You don't even know. And we live in a world of silly concepts where the only thing that matters, the holy grail, not just today, it's always been the case. It's not today which has seen a huge advancement in technology as the present human world would like to believe. The technology is in fact far outdated and primitive than compared to what used to exist earlier. The technology is far more outdated and primitive than what you can on an individual self use internally. And let's say communication, or the ability to see, or the ability to attack, or the ability to defeat the enemy so that he never ever comes back up. You defeat an enemy in the physical world, वापस आ जाता है. It takes time. War is peace is simply the time spent between two wars. और कुछ नहीं रहता, right? But that is not a real fight. Humans fighting amongst each other is, as Gurdjieff used to say, it is simply the result of mechanicalness. What the Mahabharata calls as blindness, mechanicalness, personified by the blind king Dhritarashtra in the Mahabharata. The science is the same, but we've forgotten the science today. My purpose is to bring back the science into the current realm. The science where you find the enemy within. I'm using the word enemy since I'm not a naval base. There is no enemy. It is one part of us, just fighting with the other part. There are two within all the time, a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde all the time. But there are multiple personalities. Multiple personalities within, multiple eyes, not a single coordinated central eye. There is, but we do not operate on that eye. That is the Vishnu. We operate on the level of 4 guys. The biggest of them all, and this is going to be surprising, हिंदू संस्कृति के बारे में जानकारी तो होगी ना आपको, भारतीय संस्कृति के बारे में. What has happened in our country is the reliance on left-brain thinking has become so much that we've forgotten that there is a way to know far. So light years, you want to go light years ahead if you stop relying on left-brain thinking. That is just for mechanical functions of day-to-day कि ये करना है, ये उठाना, ये लिखना है. It's just for that. It's not for the purposes of knowing, for purposes of understanding, purposes of getting things done, purposes of seeing where am I going. And these are not talks. But since nobody knows how to practically, effectively have them day-to-day life के अंदर, the problem क्या हो गया है? They become concepts. And those concepts, we get lost in talking about them. Nobody wants to be a real man. We just want to project that we are something.